We have seen many-to-many relation in action. But what if on the book list page right here, I also want to display all the authors that are associated to a book? How can I do that? Let me switch back to the code here and let me open the book index page where we were displaying publisher. I already added a th for the author and I have some code to display author right here. Let's see what this code is actually doing. Right here we have a variable of authors and this will actually be book author map that we have. So inside the item here, which is the book class IEnumerable, if I go there, we have a list of book author map. We are iterating through that list, and for each entry that we have there, we are basically displaying the author, or rather concatenating their full name and adding a comma there. Once we uncomment that, if we go back to our book controller and in the index action, where is that? Right here, we are not including the book author map. We are only including the publisher, so the book author map will be empty. So if I save that, hot reload kicks in and we directly see the exception. Book author map object reference is not set to instance of an object. Let me fix that. We will go back to our controller here and let me comment out the include statement that we have, copy and paste it one more time, and rather than including publisher like this, let me switch back to the old approach. So I will uncomment the for each loop and we were loading the publisher using reference. Now along with publisher, we also have to include the book author map here. You notice when we had publisher, it was a single object, but with book author map, it is a list. And I said at that time, if this was one too many, we will be using something called as collection. So let me copy this, paste it one more time, and we want to load the book author map. And rather than reference here, we will have to use a collection because the book author map is a collection and we have one-to-many relation. With that configured, let me add a debugging point and run the application once again. Perfect, let me switch back here and go to the index view. Here you notice we have to display in the book author map, it is going to author.fullname. So if we go to our book here, we should hit our debugging point. Let me examine the obj list here and perfect. Book author map has two values, but if you expand that, the author is null. So we need to actually populate author object that is inside the book author map. How can we do that now? For that we will add a for each loop and we'll say variable book auth in obj.bookAuthorMap. For each of the book auth, we need to add a reference to include the author as well. So basically, let me copy this, paste it one more time. Rather than obj now, we want to work on the book auth and we want to include author. If we wanted to include book as well, we could have done it like book, but we do not want book. The only thing that we want is author. With that, let me run the application and see if that works. We go to our book here and we examine the list, book author map, and perfect. Now we have the author full name populated, which we can use. So with that, you can see if we have to do multi-hierarchy for the loading, that can be done using collection, reference, and in there you can load other reference. Before you continue, take a moment and analyze on what we have done here. After that, let me remove the debugging point and continue. And perfect. With that, we have list of authors that are being displayed as expected. You can go to authors here, add some more, and everything will be updated when you go back. With that, we have seen some more details with explicit loading. Let me continue from the next video.